Hello everybody, my name is FUNG. My final project was acceptance of food byproduct development made with vegetable byproducts and its pilot textual and sensory evaluation. First, let's talk about some objectives for my project before we start. This project has two objectives. The first is to examine the existing problem or obstacle for converting food wastage into food byproducts, and to explore the possibility of revitalizing byproducts for new food product development. First, before we start, let's give you some background introduction first. As we knew that the food waste problem in Hong Kong was very serious. We generate lots of food waste daily. Most of them were lost during the consumption, transport, or even industrial processing stage. However, some food loss were only ugly and in appearance. As you can see from the picture, most of them are just simply they were not wholesome in appearance. But however, they are still edible and safe to consume if they were properly handled or cooked under traditional methods. And another thing that inspired me to do this project is that we can give suggestions to the public to reduce the overall food wastage problem and to raise the concern of food waste and upcycling in the community. Food survey and texture analysis so that we can gather views and analysis to achieve this goal. So, to conclude, there are three research questions in this study. The first was there any associations between sensory attributes between male and female through the questionnaire study? Are there any statistical difference between the different favored food products based on the scores given in the score sheets? And the last one, were there any statistical difference between the different making methods in the textual assessment aspects in the analysis? So, let's move on to the methodology. The first part was that a questionnaire marketing survey was conducted. The objective is to explore the current understanding of food byproducts by Hong Kong general citizens. A Google online form was created, and it was conducted in November 2022. After we collected the results, we have the preliminary analysis, and then move on to the part 2 of our study. That's the new food product development stage. The objective of this part is to create a product that's used to replace part of the original ingredients, such as muffins. We will replace flour with some of our vegetable byproducts, such as kale powder. The idea generation was that the need of ready-to-eat food because Hong Kong people wants a small but a fast meal, and popularity as well. The other factors to be considered include the time frame, the serving size, and the ingredient required during this the limited time frame, so that we came up with muffins. The sensory evaluation procedures was that we have invited a total of 36 people in this survey. All of them were invited in anonymous mode, and all of them were on voluntary basis. It was a very small scale production, so that but however, during the process that prior to the sensory evaluation, we actually done a lot of adjustments in the recipe. As you can see from the table, we went from 0, 5, 10, 15, 20% replacement. So that a suitable flavor has been established, and a successful recipe can be conducted. Now, after we finished the sensory evaluation, it would seem that there was still a bit of time left, so that we move on to the next product, that's the cornflakes. In this part, due to time allowance, no human panelists for this part were invited. Instead, an electrical device, texture analyzer, had been used in order to measurement of this textural quality. In this part, we used corn paste, that's the industrial leftover corn, instead of the traditional corn that used it to make cornflakes. The sauce was in the industrial processing, and then it was transferred to school for storage. Let's move on to the results. Now, we found that the people in Hong Kong were generally lack of knowledge on food byproducts. However, the majority of them agreed that food waste problem was common in Hong Kong. The most important part is that 81.8% of the respondents concluded that people they were said to waste vegetables daily and as the most frequent way rate, so that we have decided use the vegetable byproduct as our part 2 of the survey. That's the new food product development. Now, for the central evaluation results, there were no significant difference between the two genders in means of independence t-tests. However, the important part was that the mean score of the new food product development was lower than the target score of 7 and was lower than the control product as well. So that we were not yet able to achieve that pretty good type of product according to the scale. The analysis assessment was to able to measure the hardness and questions of using the different raw ingredients, so that is corn paste versus the traditional corn. It was used to measure the textural values by instrument analyzer with the electronic measuring probe. It was found that there is a significant difference between the vegetability among the 5 making methods. The significance of this study were many. We were able to maximize the functions of food byproducts instead of disposing into the landfill as the food waste, and we were able to give an idea to the industries on maximizing the food utilization. To conclude, we have experienced an entire new product development procedure, from the raw materials, and then food study, and then food making, and then food analysis. However, as we knew that from the result, continuous improvement such as the appearance, flavor was required to achieve better results in the future. However, this survey has provided a possible solution to the food industry on reducing food waste and strengthening their knowledge and handling food byproducts instead of just throwing away landfill causing environmental problem. Thank you for listening. This is the end of the presentation. Hope that you can know more about